Boom! So Raw opened up with John Cena looking deep into the camera, acknowledging the fans, acknowledging everybody at home that this is the last Raw, okay? Now he runs to the ring, the final run to the ring, man. This was just so surreal. John Cena standing in the ring and everybody just showering John Cena with love. It's honestly sad, man, all right? It's a tragic situation because after this, after John Cena retires, there's nobody else to take the mantle. Cody Rhodes, he's already on his way out, right? Everyone else is just trash, right? Anyways, John Cena, he goes ahead and cuts a promo, acknowledging the city he's in, acknowledging the love and the fans. Then all of a sudden, Mysterio! Right, boom, fucking Dominic Mysterio, he comes out. The crowd just showers him with boos and hatred, alright? Then Dominic Mysterio, he stares at John Cena for a bit. Then he enters the ring, blah, blah, blah. He talks about how he lost the Intercontinental Championship and he wants a rematch. And it's just honestly just a weak-ass promo from Dominic Mysterio. Now, look, I am not just a Dominic Mysterio hater. I do think the crowd reactions he gets and the attention he garners around his character is very good, right? It's very impressive. But his promo skills, they need some fucking work, all right? Anyways, John Cena basically says, do you guys want to see a match? Right? The crowd cheers, blah, blah, blah. Dominic Mysterio says, no, on my terms. I want to see you at Survivor Series. All right? Blah, blah, blah. They set up a rematch for Survivor Series. John Cena, he goes ahead and says he'll put the belt aside for Survivor Series, but he still wants the smoke. He still wants a piece of that Mexican ass of Dominic Mysterio, okay? Anyways, boom, Judgment Day, they come out to some Latino rap music. I don't know what that was. I don't know why they changed it. Whatever. All right. Anyways, they jump John Cena here, right? And as John Cena is getting his ass beat, right, we hear the Irish bells. We hear the Irish bags, the flutes playing. And who's that? Sheamus. He comes out looking like a great white shark, so pale. He gets his ass beat, man, right away, dude. All right. And this shit pissed me off because they're kind of just here for not only nostalgia, but to make the new stars look good. And it's unbelievable because these three, they went against fucking Nexus, who had fucking, 11 people who are actually above 5'4", and you're telling me that Cena, Sheamus, and Mysterio are struggling against these midgets, all right? These jobbers, okay? I'm sick and tired of trying to make these new stars look good just because they're new and young, okay? Get out of here, all right? Anyway, Sheamus, Mysterio, and John Cena, they track them down. They bring them back to the ring, and they beat their ass. Sheamus catches his clothesline, boom, clotheslines him back with an Irish fucking shoulder right to his Mexican mouth. Boom. Sheamus, he does this roll here. I forgot the fucking name. Blah, blah, blah. He does a Cesaro tribute, right? Swinging Dominic Mysterio around. I'm sure Dominic Mysterio, he likes this. He's into this type of stuff. Official. All right. Boom. Then Dominic Mysterio, he picks some momentum here. He counters and he pushes him away with his feet. Boom. JD McDonough, he helps him out. Sheamus goes over the ropes, right? Boom. Crashing hard. Crashing hard, all right? Then JD McDonough, he hits this kick here, a swift kick. Then Sheamus, he picks some momentum, and yeah, he tags in Rey Mysterio, okay? The crowd goes crazy. Rey Mysterio, classic Rey Mysterio shit, all right? Fucking West Coast pop, boom, 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 all right? He gets up here, and again, it's just the Rey Mysterio show, all right? He takes over. He counters Finn Balor here, hits a Hurricane Rana, beautiful. He has the smoothest Hurricane Rana I've ever seen. Holy shit, all right, beautiful. You compare his Hurricane Rana to anybody else on the roster, Rey Fenix, Dragon Lee, Penta, even Dom, they're all fucking slow, all right? Rey Mysterio, he's like, 60, and he's moving like this. Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, this can't be happening, bro. This is not a good look for the new generation, okay? Anyways, yeah. Rey Mysterio, he sets Finn Balor up for the 619, okay? The crowd goes crazy. Then Dominic Mysterio, his son, intercepts, all right? The crowd fucking boos. Finn Balor, he takes advantage here, and he just yeets him out of the ring. Rey Mysterio makes a weird noise crashing down, sounding like a frog. But somehow, some way, Rey Mysterio gets up and has enough energy to tag in John Cena. Now, this is where everything changed. The pendulum shifted. John Cena, he took over. Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle, okay? J.D. McDonough flying around looking like a dummy, all right? Then, what happened is he sets up the fucking five-knuckle shuffle here, and everybody's on their feet. Everybody's crazy. You can't even fucking hear. The arena is buzzing with John Cena chants, right? He sets up the five-knuckle shuffle, man, and honestly, this is just a surreal moment again. John Cena, this is the last time we're going to see John Cena, man. Can you guys believe it? All right, I can't fucking believe it. Anyways, he goes for the FU here, boom. J.D. McDonough, he lands on his feet, right? It looks like he injured his knees here. They concaved in a little bit. Then he headbutts John Cena, right? That was a pretty cool move from him, right? Sheamus, he hits a fucking bro kick knee hybrid. Then they have this moment here, all right? Beautiful moment, a heart-warming fan service moment with legends, right? They're both doing the Sheamus shit, the fucking five-knuckle shuffle together. Fucking amazing, man. This era is about to end, though, all right? That's a sad thing. The Ruthless Depression era is about to start with all these new jobbers, these guys who can't even fucking hold a candle or lace any of these old guys' boots. All right, simple as that. They all hit their fucking finishers here. Sheamus, bro kick, Rey Mysterio 619, John Cena with the FU. All right, and that was all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. They pack him up and send him home. All right. They all hug here. And again, man, just this moment right here, this is what wrestling's all about. All right, this is just so awesome, man. Look at this shit, bro. This heals my inner fucking child. All right, this heals my inner child seeing these three. Anyways, man, next was Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. They're discussing the War Games match. Paul Heyman, he comes in with a contract. Now he's like, ooh, I have something for you guys. If you guys were pissed at me last week, bringing back Drew McIntyre, you're going to be pissed on what I do tonight, all right? Or some shit like that. They open the contract, and the reactions basically tell us that it's Brock Lesnar. All right, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brock Lesnar. Anyways, Stephanie Goon cares. She comes back from a 5-star dinner date with Intern John on a high-rise terrace. Anyways, boom, right? Fucking these guys, they brawl with people who go to the parties, right? You know what parties I'm talking about, all right? Anyways, boom. Nikki Bella, she interrupts Stephanie Goon cares' entrance here, pulling her hair. Very aggressive stuff from Nikki Bella, right? It almost looked like she's taking notes from Intern John and Stephanie Goon cares dates, all right? Anyways, boom. What happens here? Nikki Bella, she grabs the belt and raises it. No pop. No one cares. Then we have Ilya, or what, I don't even know her name. Lyra, right? Lyra and Bailey. Trash. Okay, who cares about that? This is cool. Okay, this right here fucking healed my inner child again, dude, all right? Solo Sikoa, he looks bigger, right? We're all anticipating the fucking entrance here. Who's it gonna be? The mystery opponent. It's Dolph Ziggler, baby. I'm here to show off. I'm here to show the world. Come on, dude. This guy looks great. He looks like $1 million. Every single time Dolph Ziggler comes back to the WWE, or I don't see him for a long period of time, the guy looks like $1 million, dude. All right, he doesn't age. He looks better and better with age. The guy looks like fucking Brad Pitt, dude. All right, look at his fucking chest, dude. Look at his fucking ribs. Like the insertions in his abs, bro. Like nobody on the roster has that shit. Only Dolph Ziggler. He starts hitting himself in the head. You can tell that the energy is there. Okay, this is the energy that I want from all the people on the fucking current roster. How does Dolph Ziggler, as a 60-year-old man, have more charisma and more energy than anybody else on the roster? How's that fucking possible, bro? All right, I'm sick and tired of seeing all these jobbers, right, with low energy. This is high energy shit, all right? Anyways, Solo Sikoa, he basically clotheslines Dolph Ziggler, showing him that there's levels to this shit, right? Blah, blah, blah. Fucking Solo Sikoa, he tries to go for a Samoan drop here. Nope. Dolph Ziggler counters with a beautiful fucking museum-esque drop kick, okay? This is a beautiful drop kick. He splashes him into the corner here with intensity, all right? Intensity. This guy's the fucking antithesis of intensity, dude. Dolph Ziggler, he hits this beautiful museum-esque elbow drop, all right? Beautiful, okay? I would frame that shit and put it up in my house. All right, that elbow drop is beautiful. Then he goes for this fucking STFU, of course, tributing to John Cena. Solo Sikoa tries to run out and look for some food. No, it doesn't work. Dolph Ziggler, he fucking leaps and crashes down on Solo Sikoa, crashing down hard, having him exactly where he wants him, okay? Then Dolph Ziggler, he picks up Solo Sikoa's big fat Honolulu coconut head and cracks it off the table. Boom, all right? The whole crowd erupts, and they just chant for Dolph Ziggler again, man. Just a massive pop from this crowd, all right? Dolph Ziggler, he goes high rise, living here, and he goes for an amazing elbow drop. Then he counters this DDT here from Dolph Ziggler, just tossing Dolph Ziggler up in the air like a Hawaiian pizza. Look at him spinning around, dude, all right? Then Solo Sikoa, he's charging up here for a clothesline and just blasts Dolph Ziggler, okay? Goes right through him like a piece of fucking butter, dude. Then everyone's chanting in the crowd, right? F you, Solo, Then they do this Irish whip counter here. Solo Sikoa counters the Irish whip and just swings Dolph Ziggler like he took his lunch money, all right? The whole ring shifts over like 3-4 inches. Amazing stuff. I'm not sure if that was planned, right, to sell it like that. But geez, man, they made Solo Sikoa here look like a beast. He goes for this Samoan spike here. But nope, right? Dolph Ziggler, he rolls him up and tries to get an easy victory. 1, 2. Nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work. Solo Sikoa, he rolls and fucking kicks out. Yeah, all right. Dolph Ziggler hits this zigzag, classic, beautiful zigzag, man. Like, proportionally, Dolph Ziggler has like the best wrestling animations, in my opinion. All right. Anyways, Solo Sikoa, he kicks out, of course. And as he's charging up here for this super kick, right, reminiscent of Shawn Michaels, Solo Sikoa, he catches it and he tries to bite his feet. And then Dolph Ziggler, he pulls away and fucking super kicks him anyways, dude. All right, look at Solo Sikoa just selling it, bro. He looks like a whale. All right, anyways, yeah, all right. For some reason, it doesn't really affect Solo Sikoa, right? He bounces off the ropes and hits him with a Samoan spike, basically ending the match. All right, 1, 2, 3. A brutal Samoan spike. Yeah, all right. Anyways, moving on. It was Alexa Bliss talking about how Intern John never answers his phone, how avoidant he is, how much, I miss him, blah, 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 right? I want to see him tonight. I want to set up a mud match, blah, 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 all right? Then it was Becky Lynch, and honestly, I fell asleep, okay? The rest of the show was trash, especially this, all right? Maxine Dupree winning the IC Championship via distraction from AJ Lee. Come on, bro. Such a cheap way of winning, all right? Anyways, who didn't expect this? Gunther squashes Javon, of course. Next, it was the Vision. They come out and cut the same old promo, hyping up Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, blah, blah, blah. Bronson Reed getting no pop as usual, right? He raises his big lethargic hand in the air. Nope, no one cares. Then CM Punk, he comes out, the cult of personality, all right? All the main eventers, they forged the War Games teams, right? They fucking go at each other, blah, blah, blah. They brawl. CM Punk and Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes, they're just brawling throughout the whole fucking ring, right? Then all of a sudden, it's CM Punk, right? He's going for the go to sleep. We hear Brock Lesnar's music, dun, dun, da, 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 right? He comes back. Yeah, all right. Honestly, I'm not too excited about this. I predicted this shit literally within this video. Yeah, all right. He comes back and suplexes CM Punk, right? And yeah, just manhandles him as usual. Just, flips around these jobbers like sacks of potatoes, right? The same old shit from Brock Lesnar. Then Cody Rhodes, he tries to step up, right? He's like, yeah, come on, I'm American, right? Brock Lesnar's laughing at him, right? With that, I don't know, his teeth are broken, all right? Anyways, boom. He gets suplexed as well, all right? Of course. Then all of a sudden, Roman Reigns, he comes out the tribal Jeet. He comes out and saves the day, man. Looking like the messiah of the WWE, dude. All right? Roman Reigns, he takes his time. He aura farms as usual. And that is one thing I do appreciate about Roman Reigns. He knows how to make a moment out of these small things, all right? Anyways, Brock Lesnar, he tries to strike first. It doesn't work. Roman Reigns dodges, all right? He catapults off the ropes, and what does he do? Superman punch from hell. All right. He hits him with a Superman punch. Brock Lesnar flies out of the ring. The security get in the way here. And then all of a sudden, what do we see? This fucking guy, he takes forever to get in the ring. Okay? And apparently he's the kryptonite to Roman Reigns. And he attacks Roman Reigns from behind like a coward. All right? Bronson Reed, stop it. All right? Your elbow drop takes 13 seconds to come down. All right? Get the hell out of here, dude. All right, nobody cares. All right. Anyways, he scares away the security. He goes for this the splash, right? Tsunami. Nope, doesn't work. Roman Reigns hits him with the Superman punch. Then the cops, the NYPD, they get into the way. Doesn't work. Roman Reigns, he fucking jukes past them and hits Bronson Reed with the spear through the barricade, dude. All right, and that's how Raw ends. What a mess. What a shit show of a show. I give it a 1 out of 10, dude, all right? John Cena, that shit in the beginning, right? The segments of John Cena and Sheamus, Rey Mysterio, right? Even Dominic Mysterio, that was enjoyable. I'll give that maybe like, 7 out of 10, okay? Then everything else from that moment on was fucking dog, all right? It was trash, all right? And I honestly, it was just so hard to fucking watch, dude, all right? Why was it Brock Lesnar, dude? It could have been Austin Theory. It could have been somebody who's actually contributing to the future of this business, not some old guy. All right? I'm sick and tired of Brock Lesnar coming back and forth. Roman Reigns, back and forth. Come on, bro. How many cheap pops do we need to, inject into the minds of the WWE fans, bro? All right? We get it. You have no real stars, so you withhold people from Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. It's ridiculous, man. This is the laziest style of booking, dude, all right? You're withholding these two people, and you can't create any stories around it. All it is just, oh, guys returning. Oh, wow. Even Dolph Ziggler, he came back. He looked great, but he lost. What is the point of bringing back all these people if they're just going to lose? What's the point? There's no narrative here, okay? You're just making your new stars look good while the old stars look like shit. You're basically burying all the childhood heroes that we had, bro. All right? From Zack Ryder to fucking Dolph Ziggler. Who's next? Edge? Is he going to come back and lose too? Right? Jericho, he's going to come back and get squashed by Rusev? Come on, bro. I'm sick and tired of this. Triple H is losing his marbles, all right? Anyways, you guys already know who this is, right? The high rise living work while still in Intern John out.